Good evening, everyone. This is Nagarajan from OpenMentor.net. Welcome to this session of Oracle. Is my voice clear to you all? Can you please raise your hands? Okay, very good. Okay, let us recapture last class. Okay, the last class we talked about the alter table command. Within that, how to add a new column, how to modify a column, how to rename a column, and how to drop a column. Then we also talked about group by clause in select and having clause in select. We also saw the aggregate function. Okay, the aggregate functions like count, sum, average, min, max, etc. And then we also went through the delete and truncate commands. This is what we have seen in the last class. Now, in this class, we are going to go further into this. Okay, and let me open up the SQL prompt of Oracle. Okay. Is my voice now clear to you all? Is it clear and audible? Great. Okay. Good. Now I go to Oracle. Okay. Oracle database 10G Express Edition. Run that SQL command line. Now let me resize the screen. And by the way, we have uploaded 2 more parts into our web. That is the second class. We split into 2 parts that talks about creation of the table, dropping the table, and different types of insertion of values and different ways of selecting. These 2 parts we have newly added to Open Mentors course e-learning courses. Okay. Now I'm connecting to this Oracle. Okay. Now let me say select star from my table. Okay. Right now there are no records selected. Now I have used yesterday, we have seen one more thing also, c:/data.sql. So you can do a bulk insert using a .sql file which can contain all the data. Today I am going to show something on the date manipulation. Okay. Right now, yesterday we have I think we inserted everything as sysdate, so it was showing 22nd October 2009. Now I don't want this to display 22-October 09. Instead, I want to say 22 slash maybe the month slash year. So I want to display in a different way. So if I want to do that, I say select employee ID, comma, I want to show this particular date in a different format. If you want to do that, you need to use a command toChar. Okay, and you say toCharacter, I want to show it in a different format because internally it is stored as date format. Now I want to display it in a different format. I am converting to a character, toCharacter of the column date of joining, comma, I want to give a format. The format I am going to give here is dd/mm/yy. Okay, so I am giving the format also along with the to_char command from my table. Okay, since I have given this is the format, the to_char command converts the date field into the format that you have asked, and then it displays here. It does not change the value inside the database. It just displays in the way that you want. Now instead of 2-character or 2-digit year, I want to have 4-character year, right? Then obviously I need to say YYYY, or if I want MMDDYY, instead of DDMMYY, I can always say MMDD. I want to have 4-digit year. Okay, I made it YYYY. Right. Now I'm changing that to the other format. Now I'm going to execute that. If you see here, this time previously it displayed the date first, month next, 2-digit year. Now I'm saying month first, date next, 4 digits year. So the to_char command will display in a different format and then show it to you on the screen. Now I want to give a different date. Update date of joining of 105 employee to 30th May 2008. I want to do that. I want to update the database with some value, or for example I want to insert a value. Okay, now I say insert into my table values. I'm giving employee number 201, name is John, then the designation that I'm giving is GM. Now I want to give a date with in a different way. If you want to pass a value to the database to store, you need to use the other side, to date. If you want to get the information from the database and then display, you use to_char. If you want to store something inside the database in a specific way and you want to pass that information, you say to_date. Okay, now I'm going to give a date value, say 10th May 07. Okay, this is the date I am passing. Then I have to give the format also. The format I am giving dd-mon-yy. Okay, so I have to pass the value as well as the format, and then okay, the last column. So if you want to put some information to the table, especially into a date field, you have to use to_date. What's the value you want to put and what is the format you want to store. Okay, you are giving, again, this is not what is the format you have to store. This format dd-mon-yy means what is the format that you have given the value while insertion. Now if I do select, right, I'm using a select command. Look at this. This particular date alone is different. When you use this date, it always use the current system date. Instead, I want to pass a different value, then always you have to use to_date, a value and the format. So the two commands, to_char is to get from the database, to_date to push to the database in whatever format that you want to go, MMDDYY or DDMMYY or 4-character year or 2-character year, right? And any format you can read, right? Someone is asking what is DDMON. It's a 3-character. MON stands for 3-character month name. So if you have to give January, then you have to say JAN, right? So that MON stands for 3-character month, which is universally accepted format in most of the organizations. Is this clear? To care and to date. Can you please raise the hands if so? Okay, good, good, good. Okay, perfect. Now, there is one other thing that we want to move forward. I also told that we want to use some of the compound conditions. Okay, select star from my table. Now if you see here, previously we have given some conditions like only one conditions where designation equal to VP, right? Now I want to give a complex condition or a compound condition connected by logical operators. So just watch. Okay, select star from my table where employee ID is greater than 150, right? I'm going to use a keyword AND, right? Employee ID is greater than 150 and designation is equal to say GM. Okay, I give a condition. This is one separate condition. Employee ID greater than 150 is a condition. Designation equal to GM is another condition. Now when I use AND, both of them must be satisfied. So for this record, employee ID is greater than 201, so it is satisfied. Designation is GM, so it is also satisfied. This is called a compound condition. That means you are clubbing more than one condition. To club more than one condition, you have to either use AND or the keyword OR. Now I'm going to use the same thing, okay, the same select query. Instead of AND, I'm going to use OR. Okay, just watch what is the output of this one. Now I delete this AND and then make it to OR. Once you do that, that means either this condition must be true or this condition must be true. For these two records, the employee ID is not greater than 150, but designation is equal to GM. So this is also satisfied. For this, both of them are satisfied. So if you use OR condition, if one part of the condition is true, that record is selected and then displayed on the screen. So I can have condition A and condition B and condition C or condition D. So I can have any number of conditions clubbed like this. These are called logical operators. Logical operators are AND and OR. Now I want to have one more condition like this, okay, where employee ID is greater than 100 and less than 105. Okay, now if I want to have this condition, just watch. I'm going to give another set of condition. Okay, employee ID is greater than 100 and employee ID less than 200. Okay, let us have this. I'm giving a condition. Now it says 101 to 105. All these things are handled because employee ID greater than 100, 101 is greater than 100, less than 200. Same way, all the employee ID are satisfying this one. Okay. Now, but I can write like this. Oracle provides one other better way also, right? Someone is asking, why are you using quotes for characters, not for numbers? That's the syntax of all the languages. Throughout in computer science, text is always in quotations. Numbers are without quotations. That's a standard universal notation that everyone follows. Text is always within the quotes. Number is without the quotes. Now, instead of giving this kind of a condition, there is a better way to write this also. Select star from my table where EMP ID between, right? EMP ID between 100 and 200. Okay. The moment I say, either I can write the query like this also. Employee ID greater than 100 and employee less than 200. I can write that also. Absolutely no issue. But if you want to write like English, show me the IDs between employee IDs 100 and 200. So this is a better way of writing the query, right? So between is also another keyword. Provided you are doing a numeric comparison greater than and less than, then you can use between. Now I want to have, for the text field, I want to have one condition like this. Select, okay, select star from my table where designation equal to VP or designation equal to GM. So I am using another condition. Show me the records for which either the designation is VP or the designation is GM. That means I am using the same column designation to compare with different values. Either this should be true or this should be true, then display the record. I can write a query like this, which is good. The same query can be written in the other way also. Select star from my table where designation in, okay, you have to use a keyword called in, then you have to give the values that you are going to give in a comma separated list, right? When you use the keyword in, designation in within bracket, the values that you want to give comma separated, this means designation equal to VP or designation equal to GM. See, this is the between and the in are again another set of operators to minimize or to make your query conditions elegant. In or between can be used provided you are comparing values with the same column. So if you want to say designation equal to VP or employee ID greater than 100, then you cannot use, this is a different condition because you are using two different columns. If you are checking the same column for a range of values, then use between. If you want to use the same column to compare for a set of values, then use in as the keyword. But I'm comfortable in writing designation equal to VP or designation equal to GM. Absolutely, it is also perfect. There is no issue at all. Is this concept clear to you all? Can you please raise the hands? Good. Okay. Okay, one more thing I noticed is you click that button only once, that raise the hand button once. Once it is done, then I will click a button so that the hands will be made down. You don't have to click it down to, you don't have to make it down. Right now, I'm just giving you the simple instruction. Please raise your hands, just click the button and then leave it. Don't click it down again. Okay. Now, I'm going to click a button on my screen so that the hands will be automatically made down in your screen. Okay. Now, since I clicked down all, the hand symbol will be made down for all of you. So you just click it once, leave it there, then it is my job after that to down the hand. Okay, good. The next topic that we are going to see is, okay, people who have not got this idea clear, anyway we'll be putting these recorded webinars, because unless many people don't understand, we don't want to repeat again and again in this session because it will be chewing for the other guys. But anyway, we are going to record, we are recording all these webinars, and you can view that also from our website. Okay,